Alright, so I got this PlayStation 5 in, customer brought in. Said they wanted the HDMI port replaced. I don't see nothing wrong with the HDMI port. If we take a look underneath the microscope here, you can see all these pins. I mean, this is the most common faulty port. These usually get pushed in, or these legs lifted. So none of these legs are moving whatsoever. I checked this diode. A diode tests pretty fine. But if we come over here on the back side of the HDMI, we got a dial back here. So by testing this one, you don't see these blowing that often. That is a bad reading. So we're going to add some flux here. Move this guy right here with my big massive tweezers. There we go. Alright, so we'll hit this with the iron here. And then we'll wick it up. And we really don't have to wick it up, but alright, I'm going to grab a diode here. Put the line right here where the arrow is. And then we'll tack down each side. There we go. Tack down the other side. Ground side. Solder on there. They don't want to take solder, but that's good enough. Alright, clean our mess up here. Yeah, I don't know. The customer said that he dropped the unit or plugged it into a different TV or something. I can't remember what he said he did. Alright, so let's test that diode now. You see I scraped up the board a little bit for the ground plane there. Alright, so we got us an issue here going on. with this line right here. Let's remove that capacitor and see if that clears our short. I mean, of course I got tons of those capacitors, so just replace it, but some more smaller it doesn't want to come off. Don't want to break it because I want to test that. There it goes. Alright, we got it off. I'll get off my tweezers. So we got that off now. Let's test those lines. No, it's not the cap. We're getting a decent amount there. And we're gonna run a jumper wire. And we're gonna inject voltage into it. Alright. I think this tips on its last legs. Grab some more solder. I need to turn the iron up, honestly. So yeah, I'm gonna have to carefully solder this on there. Put a nice little nub on there. Not used to using the blade tips no more. Alright, that's about the best we're gonna get. Now I'm gonna bust out the thermal camera. We'll come back for the thermal camera. There's something getting hot there. Yeah. I think we found it. Put the micro lens on. There we go. What is that? Is that a capacitor, you guys? Wow, that thing's lighting up like a Christmas tree. Get that in focus for you guys. See that little itty bitty capacitor there? Below that chip. Boom. We found it. A stinking capacitor with a partial short. Wow. Let's take a look under a microscope where that area is. It's right there. That's the capacitor in question. Let's take a look and see if we can see anything. And it looks a little... So if you're wondering where this diode line goes, right here. Let me get my little picker so I can show you guys. So remember, we replaced the diode. Here. Still was short now. But this trace right here, if you're curious to where it goes over here. And this capacitor is shorting out to ground here on this side right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some rubbing alcohol on there. That's another way to find shorts, but there goes our power. You can see bubbles coming from it, the capacitor. And the rubbing alcohol. See how it's boiling? Now see how those particles are moving around? That's a good way to find out that there's a short in the area too. So here we go. You see each time I hit the power, the alcohol goes this way. But it'll start swirling around because it's boiling underneath. I'm just injecting voltage into it right now. See how the particles are going around? See how it's like stuff swimming around? That's the power going into it. See how it evaporates? On top of the capacitor. It'll dry it up right away. Use a little heat. There's a big ground plane on this other side. There we go. Test this rail. There we go. We got a normal reading now. Let's check this capacitor. Probe leads on here. And see, it's not like a 0-0 short. Like that's a weird one. That's what it's reading. could call this quits and just put it on there, but I'm doing this to help you guys. There, that should be on there now. Gauge meter, I'm gonna have to take out the probes. Oh, come on. The thing that sucks about that meter. So it's a 1 UF by either like 10 or 25 volt capacitor. Literally, I could have just... That's going to be like the same capacitor as on the HDMI circuitry, where that circuitry goes. So you, in common sense, if you're thinking about it, if I would have just thought about it, that would be the measurement. But we just did it just to prove it. That's what it is. Which we're going to have to put a new capacitor back on the HDMI port area anyways. So we'll do the HDMI port. So yeah. So this diode right here, the circuitry from these two vias go to this circuitry right here.
That's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Alright, so we're back with the PlayStation here. Let's plug our light in here. Alright, we're going to plug this in. HDMI port, power. let's see if we get picture. Come on. Let's get a picture on that display. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. We got us a picture. We got us a working PlayStation 5. You know, I mean, somebody would have just replaced the port on it and then replaced the IC chip. They would have been like, okay, why ain't they getting no video still? But we got picture now. So, yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you guys get a chance, give this video a thumbs up. It helps out. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button if you guys want to see more videos like this. As always, thanks for watching.